Hey folks, welcome back here to the VegasDon channel. We're here on the main streets of Las Vegas, here on Jones Blvd, heading southbound towards Sahara Avenue. Lots of traffic out here on Jones. We just got through most of it, and now we get the light here at Sahara right in front of us. Sahara Jones Center here on the right. We got a lot of different shopping centers all around the place here. Popeyes there on the corner, as well as Max Pawn with the A's upside down. I guess that's meant to make you look twice. Chicken Cafe, chicken ribs. That's new, I haven't heard of that. Chevron over there, $3.65 a gallon for regular unleaded. It's rare that you see a Chevron under $4 in this town. That guy was like really braking hard. So yeah, more attorneys and professional centers and things like that lining Jones here along this section of roadway. And a little nursery over there on the left as we pass Terra Avenue. Coming up here to Edna, E-D-N-A, for our friends following along at home on your preferred map app. Also, please like and subscribe, especially if you're new. We really appreciate you guys being here. It really means a lot to us, more than you know. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel, not just the glitz and glam, Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, but everything Vegas. These street lamps, really bright. That's good. They're on during the day, though. But I guess if they're solar, and I don't know if they are, kind of want to save that for nighttime, right? Or something. So this is going to be Desert Inn Road right here, another major east-west artery here in town. And UPS store, Total Wireless and Wireless Toys over there. And we are going to go ahead and move further southbound here on Jones. Jones also just, so there's a, there used to be no way to connect Jones to Blue Diamond Road, but they did finally do that. Down on the southwest part of town, up here, way up ahead. They did finally take care of that, thankfully. Because that was a mess, the way they were doing all that. Got this little Civic here, but he has the left turn signal on, so I don't know what he's doing. He wants to get all the way over, maybe. Or something, I don't know. Yep, there's his left. Oh, it's not a Civic. He got the hazards on. That's an Insight. Honda Insight. I was totally wrong there. 7-Eleven right there on the corner. One of 162 7-Elevens here in the metro Las Vegas area. Century Meadows. That's a gated community over there off to the right. Very interested in the Las Vegas diaspora, or the expats. The folks that used to live here in Las Vegas and now have moved elsewhere. And now seeing your city, hopefully, here on VegasDon channel on YouTube. Let me know what your thoughs are. Drop a comment or two. Let me know what's going on. If you like the changes to your town. We've got someone over there. I don't know why people don't just pull off the road. I see that all the time. Cops pulling people over and they don't bother pulling off the road. The last thing you want to do is upset any officer who's got you pulled over for any reason, I would think. Just stopping in the middle of the road is probably one of those ways to do that. There's an old 7 Series BMW right there, that black one. I believe that's a 740. I think it's from the 90s era. 7 Series. And we're continuing southbound here on Jones. It's crossing Flamingo, which is definitely a major east-west artery here in town. The corner of Flamingo and Las Vegas Strip is, of course, or Las Vegas Boulevard, is the Flamingo Hotel and Casino, which has been there since 1946. That's what the roads were named after initially. That's here in Vegas, the east-west roads. For the most part, they were named after the casino that was located there. Whoa, this guy. Wow. They were named after the casino that was located at their intersection with Las Vegas Boulevard there on the Strip. And the they would go ahead and name Flamingo, as well as Tropicana. Of course, the Tropicana is now gone, but Tropicana Hotel and Casino, and Sands Avenue, which is where the Sands used to be, as well as Desert Inn, where the Desert Inn used to be. A lot of history here in this town. Frank Sinatra used to love coming here. He used to have, I think they said three residencies here in Las Vegas a year at the Sands. But when Howard Hughes took over the Sands, he learned of Sinatra's affinity for his wife, Hughes' wife, Ava Gardner. And so they were trying to really give Sinatra no reason to keep coming back to Sands, because he was always trying to, I guess let's just say that Hughes felt threatened by Sinatra and his attraction towards Ava Gardner, his wife. So he decided that he was going to go ahead and try and push him out. So then when Sinatra decided that he was going to marry Mia Farrow, he went ahead and she lost a whole bunch of money, right? So then he tried to open up a credit line, and the casino said no. He got upset, and he was drunk, and he got himself into a golf cart, and he crashed through the window, one of the windows there at the casino, at the Sands. Needless to say, he was never allowed back. But the good news here, the silver lining, is that the Caesar's Palace happily embraced Sinatra and gave him residency there instead. Howard Hughes, of course, a very enigmatic figure and a very prominent figure here in the history of Las Vegas. All sorts of different history in this town tied to Howard Hughes. Hughes was also the reason that Summerlin got built. He bought up all that land out there way back in the day. What was it, 3,000 acres or something like that? I think it's the figure that member Tobin gave us. Shout out to Tobin. Always check the comments section too, because Tobin drops a lot of knowledge here in the comments here on YouTube. So we're very, very grateful for Tobin, as well as all of our members. Thank you guys so very, very much. Tony Teresi. Speaking of members, shout out to Tony Teresi from Down Under. Very, very awesome channel. Check him out. Torrisi. Tony, Tony. Here on YouTube, he does some videos down there in Down Under in Queensland, Australia. Definitely gives you a different perspective on things when you see things from down under. So definitely check out Tony as we cross Post Road right here, Jones Post Business Center. And this is going to bring us up here to Sunset, which is right next to the 215 Beltway. I don't think this is a lane here. I don't know what this guy's doing. Yeah, that's not a lane, dude. I guess I have to wait for him now. And we'll make this left and go eastbound here on Sunset. Usually the traffic isn't that bad on Sunset, but they have the state flower out here in bloom, the orange and white right here in the median. And they've got something going on. Metro has something going on here right in front of us. Let's see what this is about. Looks like is it an event of some sort? There's one on either side of the roadway. I'm not certain. They're just sitting there. City Light, the building is called over there on the left. I don't know what City Light is, but they're sitting out in front of City Light in the middle of the road right here. Huh. Thank you guys so very, very much for being here. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. We love you. Thank you so much for being here and making the VegasDon channel what it is. And as always, please remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much.